Today I'm going to tell you about Deltra Henderson, Amanda Carney, and why we should have the death penalty and why we should use it much more frequently than we do. If you've been following the news and you like to look at criminal news, you might have seen that a 39-year-old black male prisoner in Homer, Louisiana, abducted the 18-year-old stepdaughter of the assistant warden during an escape attempt, stabbed her to death, stole a gun, and had a shootout in a home in which he was killed by the jailers there who were, it's a state prison is what it is. So we know exactly what happened with regards to that. She was killed as a hostage during an escape attempt. And this is just going to be one more white woman, one more white woman who was killed by a black male in 2017. And if you looked at my previous video, you'll see how the statistics work out on that. What's more interesting to me is not this killing, but rather how Deltra Henderson got into jail. If you listen to Rand Paul and Kamala Harris and all the other people who are trying to do criminal justice reform right now, you would think that everybody who's in prison is there for drug charges, for possessing 1 ounce of marijuana. They got sentenced to 30 years or some nonsense like that. So this guy might be our prototypical long-serving prisoner. In 1999, he and 3 or 4 other men walked into the house of a woman that he had known since childhood. It was going to be a robbery or burglary. Anyhow, they were armed. The people who invaded the home were armed with guns, and they got scared or spooked or something. They woke up the people who were there. They shot the mother in the face, permanently disfiguring her. They shot her daughter in the back and permanently paralyzed her. So,
Man, they didn't fucking cover that in the news. They didn't say that in the news story. They just said it was attempted robbery.
So, Deltra Henderson is responsible for coming into someone's home in the middle of the night, shooting them and their child, permanently injuring them. And that's what he got a 30-year prison sentence for. I think that justice would demand that Deltra Henderson and his accomplices all be killed by the state after a fair trial. If you're committing armed home invasion and you're going to shoot the people who are living in the home, you have proven that regardless of whatever mitigating circumstances exist, you cannot function in society. You just can't. You're totally outside the rule of law. And I don't care if he grew up poor or if his parents beat him or anything like that. I mean, he did what he did. He caused those actions. He permanently hurt those people. People who support criminal justice reform often talk about the drug war and about nonviolent offenders, but you should definitely do your homework and make sure that they're not really prison abolitionists who want to put people like Deltra Henderson back on the street. Because those people really are out there. They believe that since he's not responsible for his actions because he's the product of a racist and economically unjust society, that he can be rehabilitated, should be put back on the street. They're completely missing the reality that some of these people are beyond saving and should be killed to protect the rest of us from them. Thanks.